This is the once famous city of North Bergstein. The city consists of 3 parts: San Sombreros, lost city of Achlem, and Wild Eden. The brave spy of North Bergstein, Ville Smigval, infiltrated the evil and corrupt nation Morkmark. There he found that they were plotting to destroy the whole continent where North Bergstein was situated, Storland. And even though there are some theories as to why they wanted to make such a destructive move, the actual reason for the plan remains unknown. By informing the rest of Storland, Ville and the others decided that they were to make the first move. After that, Morkmark was almost completely destroyed. All the other nations had different opinions on this, and before anyone knew it, an all-out world war broke out. Chaos erupted. Almost every nation on the planet was destroyed. Humanity was driven to the brink of extinction. The few survivors of Storland gathered in what once were North Bergstein, a place with almost no trace of radiation. However, people had to dig out big parts of the city to make it habitable, and thus the city was renamed. This is Minopolis.
Day 1. I woke up in the bunker that I have ran off to when I saw the airplanes with the bombs. Unfortunately, I was not able to bring my parents or even my little sister and brother, since they had all gone off to get supplies for what we feared could be the apocalypse. I just hoped that they made it to safety in time. I found a book in the bunker. All it said was, "When the time has come to force the evil from the world and form justice, seek the temple of Achlem." This is the very book I'm writing in right now. I decided to keep it as a diary. As I got out of the bunker and smelled the fresh outdoor air for the first time in what seemed like forever, I headed towards San Sombreros. A small forest on the way there I met a person. I did not know how to react and looked at him from a distance. However, he spotted me and asked me who I was. As I told him, he stated that he was lost and was looking for a Minopolis. As I was heading for San Sombreros, we decided to travel together. His name was Runar. when we saw the city of Minneapolis. I was very eager to enter the city, but Runar convinced me that we should wait until the morning, when the darkness wasn't our enemy, before entering the city. We built a little shelter and fell asleep. I hope that my family has survived the bombs that fell that day. Day 2. I woke Runar up early in the morning and we entered the city. I walked straight to my old house. Unfortunately, there was no one that I knew in there. However, there was a man that I had never seen in my life. He held up a sword towards me and cowered in the corner of the room. I left my old house in a hurry, not knowing what this afraid man was capable of doing if I tried to talk to him. As I went outside, I noticed a house made out of snow. I got curious of what was inside. I walked in and found a chest placed next to a wall. I opened it and found some food that could come in handy when I got hungry. Runar found the house very fascinating and looked around in there for a while. I went outside and looked inside other houses. Some were populated and some weren't. and Runar decided to sleep in the big mansion, since there was 2 empty beds there. Even though they hadn't been used in ages, they were in pretty good condition. Day 3. Me and Runar talked a bit about the city, and Runar told me that he had heard that there would be loads of people here. We decided that we would find someone to ask about this in town. We walked to my pre-war house and talked to the person who recognized me, and we started to talk. He told us that someone by the name of Lord Pili had come a few months ago before and had killed many people, and he had also taken a lot of food and other supplies. He was the leader of a small raiding band who lived out of doing this, so many people had fled the city in hope of making it in the wilderness. Pili comes to San Sombreros every once in a while when he needs to restock his food, resulting in lack of food in San Sombreros. He also warned us of using the metro. It was to his knowing functional, but there could be raiders or other dangers there. Me and Runar talked a bit and decided that we would try to stop Pili, and we spent the rest of the day gathering items that we could need during our journey to stop him. Day 4. We started to move towards the metro as early as we could after the sun has risen. I had to admit, I had trouble believing that the metro was actually still working, but as I came down to it and pressed the button, a cart came down on the track. I told Runar to meet me in Vildeden. After that, the car took off. I thought of the raiders that could live in the metro, and I wondered if we would be attacked.
Hunt him down.
We were not attacked on our way to Wildeden. However, we heard something strange when we arrived. I heard laughter and growls. When I heard the scream of a woman, I knew something was wrong. At the time Runar arrived, I told him to follow me quick. I found a ladder on the building and climbed up on the roof, where we observed what was happening. I saw a large group of people with food and other valuables in their hands, and in front of the group walked a man who looked evilest of them all. I knew immediately that that must be Pili and his gang. We watched as the gang disappeared into the metro. We climbed down to talk to the villagers. Almost everyone had locked their doors, except some who had their doors kicked in by the gang. We did not erupt them, though their loss. Anyone that saw us was terrified, until we came to the house next to the giant spire, where a man opened his door to us and asked us why we were here. We told him we had to come to stop the heir of Pili, as he might have kidnapped my family, and we think such injustice isn't what the world needs right now, or ever. The man told us that we needed to prepare ourselves more if we wanted to defeat him. If we wanted, we could use the forge in the city, and if we wanted, we could use whatever we needed from their hidden storage. He also said that Pili had his hideout in the city of Achlem. That's when I remembered. When the time has come to force the evil from the world and form justice. Seek the temple of Achlem. The man led us to the supplies under the spire. I told Runar of the words in my diary. He told me that we should go there before we attack. We need all the help we can get. I agreed. As we got to the chest, we took what we needed and started working.
I'll be dead. I'll be dead. I'm gonna burn in my grave. I'm gonna insane. Going round and round in my head. In my head. Spinning any faster, I'll be dead. I'll be dead. I'm gonna burn in my grave. I'm gonna
Day 8. As we moved towards the subway, the old man told us to come with him. He took us to the old cathedral and showed us the ancient tombs of the 3 lost gods, and told us to bring some holy water with us on our journey. The 3 gods had left a bottle of holy water each. One left the water of healing, one the water of swiftness, and the 3rd god left the water of weakness. We thanked the old man and started to move towards Achlem. On the way there, we were attacked by raiders in the metro. Runar and I fought bravely and managed to kill the raiders. All we could use of the raiders' things was some bread. We continued forward towards Achlem. And now we were here. We have located the Temple of Achlem. I have a bad feeling about this. Runar was brave, adventurous, and had a heart of gold. He was my best friend. I can't bear to write more about Runar's death now. All I know is that I have to stop Pili. The sword I found seems to be magical of some sort. It has a strange glow. All I hope is that I can stop Pili to avenge Runar and save my family, or what's left of it. This might be the very last thing I write, but I can't wait anymore. I need to stop Pili now. Day 10. I can't believe it's all over. Unfortunately, I haven't found any members of my family, and I really miss them. But it feels like the life I had with them was another life. I'd like to think that they escaped from Pili's evil grip and is living somewhere else, somewhere somewhat safe. I don't remember much of yesterday. That hellish place really messes with your mind. I offered to stay in Wildernan by the villagers, and I gladly accepted the offer. And as for Runar, I will visit him every day and make sure he's not forgotten. But now we have to start rebuilding, and when we're done, no one will tear it down. We will rise from the ashes because without Pilif nothing stands in our way. We will start with Menopolis, and then we will rebuild the world. I can't wait to see the adventures that lies ahead.